Leave. Hi, guys. Oh, this might be a little too annoyingly close. Hold on. I want it to be closer so I can sit back a little. All right. Now, let me get my chat up here. Hope everyone has had a good Saturday. Hey, Jack. All right. Let's see. Getting there. Oh, there again. Okay. Forgot to turn the volume off. Okay. Perfect. Hi, Dee Dee. How are ya? Welcome. Jack is here. Beautiful. I've had a really good Saturday. I uploaded a couple videos. I caught Simon's live. I thought it was great. I've been edging my new Greenwich so I can send Jack the old one here. And what else? I don't know. It was a really good Saturday. I felt like I actually got some stuff done. So that was nice. How's everybody else? Hi, Angela. Jack spent the day drawing cards and visited the local shop. Perfect. Love going. I know my local shop, it was really hard, I have to say, to stay away. Because my local shop was having its Psychic Saturday, which it does once a month on the second Saturday of the month. And they have local artisans come in with like witchy stuff. And it's so hard to stay away because there's always like really like a couple crystal tables that are awesome and, you know, new decks. And they always have a sale. You can get 10% off at the actual shop when you know, are a loyal customer and you get their text. They text you. And there's always such really cool stuff there. But I thought, nope, Yule is coming and I really need to think about giving other people some things. So I was good and stayed away. Okay, so the one thing I did not do, and I didn't think about it till a couple minutes ago, is I was going to post a poll to say what cards we wanted to look at next, right? And I forgot. But I thought that you all would have suggestions, and I thought we could always go by the papers that I have, except they're all majors, and I like doing the minors too. Hi, sorry that I wasn't on last night. Things were a bit rough for me, but I'm doing a lot better. I hope everyone is doing good. Good, little Dandelion. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry that things were going rough for you. Hopefully things are a little better. Cups, we have Chariot, please. Cups, hi, Keith. I saw quite a few of you on Simon's Live this morning, talking to Deborah, who is the creator of the soul cards. Oh, what a great interview that was. I have to say, I absolutely adore her and her energy. And it was very, I don't know, it was very emotional for me. She really kind of dug down deep and talked about where she gets her inspiration, her art inspiration, and she's excited about where the community is headed. And I thought that was great. So if anybody missed it and knows about the soul cards, you know, I think that'd be a great interview to watch, just so you know. Over on Hermit's Cave, he did this morning, his cuppa. Can we finish the Empress? Yes, absolutely. Let's finish the Empress from last night for sure. Got mixed up in drama, but someone apologized this morning. Oh, good. Hi, Wendy. Thank you. I will start learning names. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I am. Ella Bray. That's pretty, though. I like Ella Bray. I might call you Ella Bray anyways, but I will try to call you Wendy. I know, little Dandelion. That's so hard, but I am glad to hear that, you know, they apologized, and hopefully whatever it was, you guys can put behind you and move forward. I know there's some other people that were having problems with other people today too. And I said to them, sometimes people are in our lives. Ella is fine. It's just beautiful. I really like that. Sometimes people are in our lives for a specific reason. And when that reason is over, they don't connect with what we're connecting with. And so you have to just, not that it's easy ever to say goodbye to someone that you've known for a long time, or a friendship or any kind of relationship. But sometimes you just have to be able to say, you know what, I appreciate the time that we had together and, the time that we connected, but now that's done. Okay, let's start with finishing up what we were on last night, which is the Empress. I'm trying to remember. I know my phone was dying, so it's charged today. Although I don't know if it's my phone or my phone cord. I have to watch it to make sure it's not like I woke up this morning. I had charged it all night and it was 34%. So obviously it came undone, and I really need to upgrade my phone at this point. But so where's the Empress card? Because I'm pretty sure. Where's the Empress card? Maybe it's at the bottom. Nope. I'm pretty sure all we got to was, yep, I bet you this is it. Yes, it is. Okay. Was the Guardian Tarot, right? We just looked at the Guardian Tarot and compared that one with the Empress. How can we come at the card if we're not a mother and do not plan to be one? The Empress is my birth card, and all I read about is motherhood so often. Okay. So, and that's true, Angela. I can see where that would be like a stumbling block, like, okay. But first of all, it is not only mothers who are nurturing. There are a lot of people. Angel, this talk right now is about learning how to do your own tarot. And so we're not going to be doing for readings tonight. I don't do them very often because I would rather teach, but I do once in a while. So keep taking a look. Mother energy. So the nurturing energy is not only that mother, it's energy. It is nurturing yourself. It is nurturing. Hold on. Let me get out the cards again. What the hell did I do with them? I am just not with it tonight. Okay. It's not only mother nurturing energy. Sometimes it's nurturing yourself. It's nurturing your relationships in general. It's so it's funny when you are a mother, you kind of all of a sudden realize all that incorporates. And before I was a mother, my view of being a mother was probably more limited. But now that it's so if you aren't planning on being a mother, or your queer is a male who is very about male energies, sometimes you're like, he doesn't connect with this very well. And being a mother incorporates so much more than just nurturing, although that's a huge part of this card, is nurturing your relationships, nurturing yourself. It is also about planning ahead. Being a mother, I never thought in a million years about all the stuff that I would have to get ready for to like go to the grocery store. It used to be before you became a mother that you could go, oh, you know what? I got to run to the grocery store. You hop in the car and you go down to the grocery store and you're done. Well, when you're a mother, all of a sudden you have to have a diaper bag. And what do I have to have in the diaper? I have to pack diapers and baby wipes and a change of clothes because heaven forbid they do something, and a bottle and a snack and you carry around this big thing with you, and then you got to put them in the car seat, and it takes a while to put them in the car seat, and then they throw a fit in the middle of the store. So there's lots of things that incorporate motherhood that is not necessarily what you would think of. It is also about taking care of everything. It is realizing from beginning to end. Empress is a teacher helping other women with motherhood. Absolutely. realizing, hi, Sue, that every relationship that you have, every work relationship that you have, every interaction with people can be an Empress moment for you. So when I look at my channel, I'll give you two examples of work kind of stuff. When I look at my channel, to me, I am that Empress energy comes through with the teaching. I love to teach about connecting, right? How many times do I say it's about the connection with others? When we connect, when we're learning these cards, all of a sudden you have access to what's in my brain, and I have access to what's in your brain. So teaching that connection makes it so we all grow more spiritual. We all grow those connections even more. We all are more willing to reach out next time, maybe, to find a connection with someone else, because we can see how much that connection can do for everyone involved. At work, I am in healthcare. I do mammograms. And I have to say, not to toot my own horn, but I am a person. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. I'm a person that can get people who, I'll tell you right now, mammograms are not something that people want to come and do. So a lot of times people will come in and be like, I'm here. Yeah. And I can tell as soon as they walk through the door, you can tell that energy of, I hate you. I hate being here. And I hate everything about this. I don't like it. It hurts. And I can't believe I have to do this. And I'm one of the few people that they know in the office that can turn those people around. That by the time they leave, they're like, thank you so much for making this experience not this horrible thing for me. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes they are determined to have a bad experience no matter what. But because I have this energy in me, I'm able to connect and say, you know what? I know this sucks. I know. But let's get through it together. I'm going to tell you what I need, and you tell me how much you can do. So I need to get as close to the back chest wall as I can, so I know we get as much tissue on there as we can. That's the hard part for me. The hard part for you is compression. I'll not compress a little bit if you can really push into that machine for me and tolerate that it's kind of sticking up in you and stuff. And by the time we're done, they're like, I feel so much better. This was the best experience I've ever had. Thank you. And all that. It is not, Saja. We are learning about tarot. So the energies of the mother can help you in every experience in your life, even if you don't ever become a mother. Ever. Those energies are about loving and nurturing human beings and allowing that loving, nurturing, hi sis, energy to interact with everyone you interact with. And what can you do with that? Does that make sense? Makes sense. I'm very mothering to everyone around me, very nurturing. I plan things out, make sure my loved ones has everything they need. Yep. Mother-like, absolutely. That nurturing energy is definitely not just for mothers. It's for everyone. And, just the simple fact of using that mothering energy can put people at ease, can open people up in a way that they never expected to open up. These people who come in for a mammogram, sometimes I'm telling you right now, they come in mad at me. I didn't order it. Their doctor did. But mad at me because they have to go through this. And how dare you make me go through this? And if I can get them to open up and nurture them to the point where they get it, that energy, that Empress energy that I used now makes their life experience better. They're not walking into an office every time they go back for a mammogram, whether they come back to me or come back to somebody else with that attitude again, because they know, you know what, I haven't always had bad experiences. It's possible that I can get through this and it'll be okay. Okay? Does that make sense? Hopefully. Angela, I'm right there with you. I was unable to have children, but everyone comes to me to aid and inspire. Perfect. Basically, my situation, my health makes it where I cannot go through a pregnancy. Yep, yep, yep. You are a spiritual mother, Angela, and we all need that. Absolutely. In every situation in life, you're going to use that energy. And if you're not good at that energy, then maybe if you're pulling that card, then it is a call to seek out that energy. Where if you don't have it, there's someone around you that you can seek out that energy to learn from, right? Especially if you pull like the Hierophant with it. All right. Let's pull another Empress just to look at the differences. Now, I am going to pull some from the Green Witch tonight because I want to show some of those cards too. And I'm trying to think, some of these are not quite so mother-like. Okay, here we go. Let's start with Darkness of Light Tarot. Okay. Oh, I just missed a big comment. Hold on. Thank you. Makes sense that way. Perfect. Thank you. Love the way of thinking of it. I'm definitely a pet mom through and through. Would love to be a spiritual mother too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Rider-Waite. This is Darkness of Light. Oh, come on. You're going to be good. There you go. Oh, it was good for a minute here. I have to cover up my face. Sometimes that helps. Okay, so here's the motherhood. Now I'm saying it. Here's the... Oh, come on. Oh, my phone drives me batty. There. Okay. Here we go. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Jackie. Here's the Empress from the Darkness of Light. So this is a perfect example of what we were just talking about. Hi, Igni. Igni? Yes, creativity. The fact that she's playing an instrument, right? And, oh, come on. There we go. Look at the birds around her. There's one sitting on her lap. There's one that has landed right on her little harpsichord here. She's sitting in the woods. There's plants around. She has bare feet. So she's connecting to nature. And she is using that nurturing energy in the forest or in the trees or in a park. And she is helping out the birds. She's just being with nature. She's being nurtured by nature and she is nurturing nature. Right? Oh no, Jackie, I was wondering where you were. You didn't get the notice. Ah, darn it. Hi, Ruby. So she is that nurturing energy, but she's also receiving nurturing energy from the nature that is around her. The bird sitting on her lap, it encourages that nurturing energy. Because what happens when you get a, hey, there was a couple times where I was doing a ritual. Yep. Oh, me too. I love that. Where I was doing a ritual out in the backyard before they built that horrible apartment complex. And I literally heard a snort about 50 feet away from me. And there was a big buck. And I immediately stopped and I thought, oh, look at nature and Goddess and the universe is telling me that I'm doing something right. It's encouraging that nurturing energy that I'm putting out and getting back and saying, look, you're doing it right. We just wanted to let you know. Good for you. Take this time. Make sure you notice around you. Be in the present moment and notice how awesome it is that nature is looking to you and saying, yes, 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 yes. I absolutely am doing something right. I am connecting in the right way here. Ah, focus leaves. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I like that one. I'm sorry you guys aren't getting notices. I don't know what to do with, they have been, YouTube has been terrible lately with notices. I've heard a lot of people say they didn't get notices, so I'm sorry. let's pick another one. I want to go to Terrafauna because it is that animal deck and see what they have for the Empress. All right. So, Rider Waite, here is Terrafauna. We all need to do technology be good spelled together. Absolutely. I know I do. Just hi, Lotus. Just for my focus on my damn camera lately and my, charging thing on my camera. So here's the Empress for, this is the Terrafauna deck. So similarities and differences. So I can say right off the bat, the first thing that I see, first of all, I love fox anyways. I've always connected with fox, something about fox. I just, such neat creatures. But to me, their facial expressions seem very similar. That serene, perfectly comfortable within my surroundings. I am approachable. That, come to me. She's protecting her young, curled around them. Yep, absolutely. Fox is clever and smart. And you can go to Fox and, I feel like I could go to her and say, oh, tell me about your day because you have something wonderful to share with me. You have that knowledge, that presence about you that I want to just lay with you and be. Just connect and, like Rider Waite, I always thought I would love to sit at her feet and just be in her presence. Very inviting. Yes, yes, yes. Same thing with this one. I would love to just sit and watch her. Surrounded by nature on both cards. Yep, roses, rose bushes in the fox card, roses on the dress. Yep. They're both in a field. Absolutely. A beautiful waterfall here. And here's this gorgeous, it looks like a big black lava rock with the gorgeous green meadow growing on it. It's just such an inviting place to be. And I always love the Empress and the RWS, the big red cushions. It's like, she's like, screw that. I'm going to be sitting out here a long time. I'm going to be comfortable. Doesn't it look like, those, I'd like to lay back and feed me grapes. Just comfortable, laying here. Come on over. It's casual and inviting. They both look like if you were having a bad day, they'd be first to give you a big hug. Yes, which is that nurturing energy. That is her shield, and that's the Venus symbol. The symbol for Venus, the planet of love. Yep, that's right. Perfect. Gorgeous. Love, love, love this Terrafauna deck. It is very different from some. But you can feel that similarity. The energy is similar. So here is here it is. The Saucy Burrito, the Sarah Subito deck. So here we go. I had lots of similarities in this one, right? The stars in the crown. That same kind of energy. Your universal RWS comes tomorrow. Yay. See? Is there something about, like I said, I never liked the RWS until I really started looking at the symbolism. And then I was like, just by looking at this symbolism, when you look at another deck, as long as it's RWS based, so sometimes even when they're not, they're very similar, most of the cards. But that same symbolism you can see, or the same energy, or the same facial expressions, or the same, there's so much to be gotten from the symbolism in here that it helps so much when you're reading another deck. And if you know this deck, Then when you pick up another deck, you connect to it much faster. I had to say, I connect to other decks much faster. So here she is naked, but she doesn't look very uncomfortable naked, does she? She's not nervous about it. She's not concerned that, people are going to wonder if she's, sorry, back again. I hate my internet. Someday. I see the sensuality in the sassy burrito. I can't spell it either. That's exactly what I call it, Angela. And I like that. That is a side of the mother we don't have to often see. That's right. She became a mother for a reason, right? There's only one way to do that. Well, that's not true. Not anymore. There's other ways to do that. But usually if you're doing that, it's because you want to share that love, right? I'm not doing readings right now, Shaz. I'm sorry. So very sensual and not at all afraid, not at all embarrassed, not at all, but also not vain. She's not out there like, oh, look at me. This is just more of like not even aware that there's nakedness there. She is just one with nature. This is how the goddess and God made me, and this is how I'm presenting myself. And still completely comfortable, and still wrapped up in nature, and still I feel approachable. Does she have 12 stars on her crown too? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 12 stars on her crown. So, which go with the zodiac. I like that she's very comfortable and familiar with her body. She's not ashamed. She loves herself, the nurturing herself aspect. That's right. Goes back to, it's not always about nurturing everyone else. Sometimes it's about nurturing us. Grandma, hi. Yay. Oh, this is going to be one of those nights, guys. Sorry. You all shall be naked. That's right. That's right. So really, again, very similar, even though different, very similar. Okay, how do we feel about the Empress? Good? Or do we want one more? I have a couple other decks out here if you want another deck. How are we feeling about it? Did we get enough or do we need a couple more? You are just like a Canadian, always saying you're sorry even though it's not your fault. Yes, yes. The Canadians are all known for how nice they are, aren't they? Eh? No, Rhonda, you have not missed the hangman. Okay. We are, hi, Samantha. Yay. So glad you are here. We are going to move on to the Chariot, though, because someone's talked about the Chariot. And then we will do the Hanged Man, since that was the second one talked about, okay? It's a compliment. Absolutely, I know. I took it as a compliment. These are helping me a lot. I've never absorbed so much about tarot before. Yay, good. They are helping me too, you guys. Keep in mind that that's what I mean. When we can connect our energies, we can do anything. And we will all raise the boat, so to speak. Because, Chariot is not one that I had. I thought I had the Chariot with the symbolism. Damn it. It's okay. I'm going to grab Benabelle's book right here and look it up anyways. All right. Here we go. All right, ready? Same here. This is the best way I've found to learn the meanings. I agree. I'm such a hands-on learner. This is awesome. I can feel all of you sitting next to me. Yes. I love it too. I'm telling you, I feel like we're learning more because we're doing it as a group. Yep. Absolutely. Me too. I love it. Plus, the way you are doing this is brilliant. You all pull that right out of me. I love it. Okay, here we go. Here is Rider Waite. So please, there we go. Okay. First of all, Rider Waite made the Chariot is a water symbol. It's the Moon and Cancer card, right? So Cancers are called moon children, right? They're very in control. The keywords are victory, control, willpower, jurisdiction. An armored man. So see the hold on. Here we go. See the armor? He's got that big metal chest plate on. An armored man with golden locks stands in his chariot holding a baton. In front of him are two sphinxes, one dark and one light. The curtains on his chariot are blue, printed with 6 pointed stars, like the 6-pointed star on his crown. He also wears the laurel wreaths of victory. His breastplate represents Urim and Thummim, which is the divination used by high priests to communicate with heaven back at this time. The castle walls and moat behind him represent the domain that he protects, and the symbols on his belt and tunic are reminiscent of alchemy and astrology. Chariot is my worst one. Well, let's change that tonight. Ready? I ordered the borderless red so I can keep doing this kind of study. I love, love, love the borderless deck. Okay, so Benabel says the theme of the Chariot is conquest and triumph over obstacles in the seeker's life. It suggests full control, and that's the first thing. If I pull the Chariot, that's the first word I talk about, control. And we'll see through other decks, a lot of the decks have the horses, and a lot of times there either is no reins or the reins are loose. That means this guy has such control over those horses, he doesn't even need reins, or those reins are very, he's not having to pull on them. They know exactly what he wants. He is in total control. It suggests full control of the seeker's emotional faculties. The card affirms movement in the right direction. The seeker's current movement will lead to victory. So you can say to the seeker or to yourself or to your cat or whoever you're reading it to, you're on the right track. You're getting there and you have control. Boy, this is the right path for you. And it's such a right path that you have total control over the outcome. You're going to be victorious anyways because you have got such control that every little thing comes up, you should be able to knock it out of the ballpark. You have got total control. The seeker's movement will lead to victory. The seeker is controlled, a master of self-control and self-assertion. When the Chariot card appears in a spread, it indicates great control over one's willpower. That is probably why I don't think I have ever once in my entire life pulled this card for me. There is also a sense that the seeker's willpower comes from the divine. So it's not, hey, I got this. He's not cocky about it because it's not, he knows he doesn't have control over this situation because he's so awesome. He has control because he's in the right place of the universe. The universe has set him on the correct path. The divine has made it so he has every instinct that he needs to get through to this situation to the victorious end. Strong, positive external forces, spiritual in nature. And I just shut the book. God damn it. Hold on. Let me get it back. Damn it. Here it is. Strong, positive, external forces. I just jumped in. Are we following a particular book? Oh, I'm starting out. We're reading because of the symbolism from Holistic Tarot. We're not necessarily following the book. It's just Benabel she's great. She's great about talking about the symbolism of the card. So we're starting out looking at the Rider-Waite, and then we are comparing it to a bunch of other decks. Strong, positive, external forces, spiritual in nature and inexplicable, have put the momentum in the seeker. The Chariot is about putting into action body and mind, knowledge and intuition. The Chariot represents the seeker's personality and tenacity and movement towards accomplishing a goal. Love it. And I'm going to stop there. Benabel can go on and on and on, and we can get deeper into that. But some of that I want us to get from comparison, okay? So I love everything has a balance, right? So we're looking at the dark Sphinx and the light Sphinx. So that's the balance of his control here. The star on his crown matches the stars on his chariot, on the curtains of his chariot. Very much in sync. Everything seems to be in alignment for this victorious, controlled energy. The chariot is like a shell, like the crab, looking within to out. Love it. And I also, I hate to say it, but I have a poll to read from the Modern Tarot from Michelle T. Again, she sometimes has some insights that are really stuff I've never heard before. So let's look. If the Chariot card has come into your world, it's looking like you're the boss. Even if you're chewing your cheeks. You know what she means? Like, even if you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can handle this situation. You're biting your nails and butterflies are swarming in your stomach. The Chariot will not take no for an answer, and it demands that you refuse to take no for an answer too. The Chariot, called the Chariot of War in some circles, heralds that it's time for you to fight to get what's yours. Taking a peek at this card, we see some royal type person clad in chic yet practical outfit of armor, with some witchy Art Deco moons on the shoulder and a shining image of the sun on the crown. Since this is the tarot, fashion is never just fashion, it's symbols. Since you probably are not going to be jousting or dueling, the armor is a symbol of the invulnerability achieved when you gain control of your emotions. Love that. See what I mean? I love this book, Michelle T's book, Modern Tarot. Love that. So look at the armor as you have got control even of your emotions. And because you have control of your emotions, nothing is going to knock you off that chariot because you are in control. That armor is saying, whew, this girl, nothing can knock her off. Nothing can falter her. There's nobody's going to be able to come up and say to you, hey, bitch, what the hell you think you're doing? Because this armor is like, I got this. There's nothing you can say to me. Although a lot may be riding on this situation and the stakes feel high, it is imperative that you keep your emotions in check while in battle, whether that's a professional or a romantic negotiation. I generally advise a life philosophy that encourages tenderness, emotional honesty, and non-competitiveness. What the Chariot represents are those moments when such an approach will fail you. There is a time and a place for all things, and the Chariot is about fighting, competing with, and besting your opponent. If you've pulled this card from the pile, that's what the scenario is calling you to do. Pull on your suit of mental, emotional armor and hit the battlefield. Much of the imagery on the chariot points to duality. The moon's on the shoulder versus the sun on the brow, and the sphinxes, each the negative twin of the other. These images speak to the essential duality within all of us. Each of us is both confident and nervous, capable of both love and hate, and proficient in both emotional and rational wisdoms. Although the chariot does require us to take an aggressive stance to get what we want, it does not require us to become total beasts in the process. It acknowledges that the supreme confidence you must channel to succeed lives alongside profound doubt. So on the outside, you have this armor. You are in control of your emotions. Like it, never let them see you sweat. It looks like you've got everything under control. Even if you're feeling doubt for yourself, remember that if this comes up, don't show that. You've got the ability to not show that and get through exactly what you need to get through. Am I this far behind? Yes, I am. Live. Okay. Now hopefully I'll be able to keep up. Okay. Real quick. This is such a great book. I just want to keep going. Are you guys okay with that? We're good, right? Profound doubt. What is required to triumph under the chariot's direction is not banishing your softer side, but balancing it with the part of yourself that wants to win at any cost. Generally, this sort of single-minded drive must be relegated to the background if you're going to make nice with others. But in the chariot, your bloodthirsty prowess is called to the court. Bring it. New Era Elements also says hiding one's true self, being unsure he should be in control. Yes. Yes. Understand, you might be shaking in your boots, but on the outside, you are in complete control. And that's what you need to do to get through this. You have it within you. Just realize that you do have it within you. That armor that you have, that means you absolutely have the ability to get through this without cracking, without breaking, without showing that weakness. Love the part about balancing. If a chariot is unbalanced, you will fall off. Yes. Just like if we are unbalanced, we will falter. Yes, yes, yes. So here she goes on. One last paragraph, because this is where she really gets good. I'm not going to lie. The chariot is a challenging one for me personally. As a codependent, people-pleasing dreamer, I want to smile and charm my way into the things I want. I want my special ideas and uniqueness to be what gets me when I'm after. Hi, Midnight. I want my special ideas and uniqueness to be what gets me what I'm after. Most of the time, it's being easy to work with, and an ace brainstormer works out. But all of us have moments when we have to roll into a room like a baller and make demands. Such situations have surfaced for me when I've edited collections of other people's writing or edited a collaborative film. I had to trust my vision and stay true to it by requesting, then demanding that people make changes to their work that they didn't necessarily want to make. I could have been more of a people-pleasing team player, but I felt certain that my vision was the best one, and so I went to bat for it. I think I bummed some people out. I still don't like thinking of that part, but the projects turned out exactly the way I wanted them to, and I'm proud of them and of my decisions to fight for what I wanted and not take no for an answer. Love that. She gives you, that's what I mean. In so many of these situations, she gives you like a real life situation where she had to do that. And a lot of times it makes you suddenly go, oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Stephen. I know a lot of people didn't get the notification tonight. Damn YouTube. They're not doing very well with the notifications. Whoops. I grabbed the wrong one. We're on the chariot. So we just play the part to become the part. That's right. That is right. You have that armor on for a reason. You may be, I'm sorry, Midnight, I know. I'm going to kill YouTube lately. And it's a lot of people too. It's not just my channel. Like apparently it's a lot of them. It is that armor. The Chariot is my birth card. Hey, perfect. That armor is about, we have this. You have the control of your emotions. You have dress for success. Inside, you may be shaken, but do not, this situation calls for complete control. And you have the ability to do that. So make sure you show that. You fight for what you believe is true in this situation and don't back down and don't show them that even if you feel a little are just 1 through 9 birth cards, or can the Wheel of Fortune be one as well? The Wheel of Fortune you can have 2. Some people have 2. Mine, when I break it down, no, I have 2 too. How do I have 2? Brian BCC has he has an awesome video series that I still want to get back to. I think everybody has 2. But he explains it so well, and it's called Tarot by the Numbers. Brian Cormac Carr, BCC. It's called Tarot by the Numbers, and he explains perfectly how to get to your 2 birth cards. And I cannot for the life of me remember what my other one is. Emperor and Death. Perfect. I know one is the Hermit card. I cannot remember what the other one is. But Brian Cormac Carr, totally, it's called Tarot by the Nines, I believe. And he's really good at totally explaining why it is there and how it is, and then goes on to explain all kinds of other stuff, like stuff you can learn about yourself because of that. It's a great series. Good evening, friends. I just finished watching Outlaw Kings. So good. New on Netflix. Glad to be here now. Hope I haven't missed much. Ooh, Outlaw Kings. I'll have to look for that one. I just started Julia Roberts' new thing on Amazon, Homecoming. Very good. I'm on the 2nd episode. So mine are Strength and Star. Oh, look, 2 of you have the same. Samantha and Lulu, you both have Strength and Star. Empress and the Hanged Man. Awesome. All right. So we got the Rider-Waite Chariot. Let's look at another one. We'll start with the Guardian because that seems to be a good one to start out with anyways. Wheel and Magician. Emperor and Lovers. Empress and Hanged Man. She's going to rehab tomorrow learning how to walk. Woohoo! All right, Kay. Congratulations. I'm so glad. I still, when I do my Reiki sessions, I still have both your son and her in mind. So BCC, Rachel, Brian Cormac Carr explains it really well. You can, if you want an easy way, you can look up on the internet, how to find your birth cards. But Brian Cormac Carr actually explains like the whole process and talks a lot about it. And it's called Tarot to the Nines. Brian Cormac Carr with C's, BCC, Cormac, CORMACK. And then CARR, I think it's 2 R's. Okay, here is the Guardian Tarot. Here's the Chariot. So what is the same and what is different? So immediately we see the sword. We see now, I'm trying to see, are they runes on his chest? Yep. So those runes, I wish I knew what they were. I wonder if the book, does anybody know what those runes are? I recognize them, but I haven't learned runes yet. But I wonder if they're, protection. Thank you. Yes. Yes. That's it, Stephen. Absolutely. And it's a great series, you guys. I've only gotten about halfway through it, and then all kinds of other stuff came up. But yes, the Crown and the Moon. It's funny, Jackie, that you say the moon because I thought the sun, but you're right, I bet, because it's dark in the background, right? Well, it could be sun, I don't know, sunrise. But I think you're right. It probably is the moon because it's that dark purple and kind of blue at the bottom. So it's probably the moon. How long have you been live? 50 minutes now, Kay. I know a lot of people. Oh yeah, the chariot is rolled by Millie. Thank you, Angela. Duh. I don't work with typical rooms, but I'm starting to learn woman rooms. I have had those on my list, on my wish list. Actually, I've had them in my Etsy cart for about a year now, and I just have not done it. 50. Cancer Association. Thank you, Angela. Yep, I know. And I just said it, what, I don't know, a half hour ago. What the reader may interoperate. So, absolutely, it's the moon because duh, Cancer. I know, okay, a lot of people are not getting the notification, so I'm sorry. Ruby, you just got this deck, the Guardian one? I'm so glad. I really love it. And like I said, some people even came on today and said they, I noticed that said they didn't like it, that they thought it was spooky. But to me, that because I see them as trees, I just love it. First is elk protection and the other is offering your gift. Ah, thank you, Lulu. Thank you. Elk protection. How cool. And then, oh, he's got some on his arm. Oh, come on, my phone. Oh, I see the M1, I think. Yep. Cool. So, right now, my hip chick tarot has been spot on. Good. Good. So, he has protection runes on his chest. So he has an armor of sorts on his chest. He has a sword in front of him for protection. And what do we associate in the sword suit? What does that associate for us is thinking. So he has knowledge protecting him, which to me talks about the control of your emotions. How do we control our emotions? Is to be knowledgeable about them. To say, okay, to recognize, when we're doing the shadow work stuff, if we recognize the shadow, suddenly it doesn't have quite as much power over us. That's the same thing. The Empress and the Sassy Burrito has a badass side eye going on. Oh, yeah, she did for sure. So he's in the right mindset. Yes. Whoops. He's in the right mindset. Absolutely. Yes, this RWS deck, this is the Centennial Borderless edition. I love the Borderless edition. And not just because I need glasses already. And to know ourselves. When we know ourselves, we can control our emotions. So knowledge of our true selves. Absolutely. So with this one, we were talking about the armor, that the armor is the symbol for I have control over my emotions. And with this one, the sword crosses over in front of his chest, which is saying I have control over my emotions. I have the knowledge to go where I need to go. And to, I think, Kay, I got it at Amazon, I believe. It's been out for almost a year. Close to a year. I have an unboxing on my channel, and I bet you maybe February of last year, something like that. So, and he's got, here he has his tree fingers wrapped around that sword, and he's got a good handle on it, right? I really like the Borderless deck too. That was like my favorite deck for months when I got it. So we see the moon in the background. I also see the sword as a way for him to cut through all the BS. Yes. Perfect. to not be that emotional basket case, to not be super nice about this situation. Whatever situation this is, this sword says, I'm not fucking around here. I am here to tell you exactly what has to happen because I am in control of this situation. And you're going to have to just look at the runes that I have carved upon my chest and upon my arm and realize how serious this situation is. Oh, you know what? He has runes on his other arm too. Yep. They're just hard to see because my camera sucks. Hi, Kendra. He is going to get right to the heart of the issue. There is no BSing. There is no, you're not going to be able to pussyfoot around him. He is out here to say, look, I don't want to hear why it can't be done. I'm telling you, this is the way it has to be. I am in control. I'm the boss in this situation, and I have a right to be the boss in this situation because I've earned that. I have the knowledge to be the boss. I have the emotional control to tell you this is what has to happen, and this is the way it needs to be right now. Good. I love that. What is a good rune book? I have the stones, just not the book. It's a good question, Jackie. I will look at it. I have a couple, but honestly, because I have been focusing on tarot, I have not really focused on the runes. I have a couple different books, though, and I'll tell you after. I'll, message them to you. Tell you which ones I think look pretty good anyways. All right, let's get another deck here. I'm going to pull from the Green Witch that I just replaced here. Oh, this is a good one. I like this one. Okay. Futhark, yes. All right, so here's the Green Witch, which actually calls it the Battle Wagon. So if I can get my camera to actually do the right thing. Here we go. Here's the Battle Wagon. And again, remember I talked about, thank you. Remember I talked about in some cards, they are, that's okay. You're fine. In some cards, they are horses instead of the Sphinx. Yep, no reins. That's what I was just going to say, Angela. Perfect. No reins. He doesn't have to hold on to reins, right? He's got complete control. Oh my God. I'm so sick of my camera not being able to focus. And I don't know if it's the camera angle or what. Let's try this. I think there's too much crap behind me that it wants to focus on. I'm just going to beat it till it does it. Come on. There. Okay. So he has a staff. There's spears behind him. He has the same laurel crown on his head for victory. Awesome. Same laurel. What else has a laurel crown? Do you guys know? We can talk about some of the connections. There is a wand card that has a laurel crown, but it's not on his head. It's held up in the spear. 6. Yep. That's right. That's the same kind of victorious feeling. Ah. All right, that didn't work. Let's try this. Yep, 6 of Wands. Yep. Victorious feeling. In this case, he is willing this to happen. He's going to control that ending all the way to the end. Even, look at this little sparrow guy. Is it a sparrow? This little sparrow guy is like flapping right over him. And, oh, hold on. If I can get this to focus. For the chariot, I need to see a chariot, not just a horse. And I like to see movement in the card. That's okay. Some of them do. Yep. I know, right? He's wearing Scottish regalia. See the oberos? The necklace is an oberos. That's the snake with his tail in his mouth, you know. That's another control symbol there. He doesn't have the reins. He's got one hand on his staff here and one hand in the air saying, I got this. Relax, people. We're good. I am just that effing good. He's not wearing armor, but he has the spears for protection. Absolutely. And the Scots think of their tartan as an armor because it identifies them as a certain clan. So every tartan is a specific clan, and they get protection from their clan. So believe it or not, even though it seems like this tartan is not very hairy dude, yeah. But even though this tartan does not seem like it would, protect very much, it is an armor because the Scotland people know that he is from this specific clan. And you will not fuck with this specific clan because that clan sticks together and will come and get you. So that is an armor in a sense. It's just a different kind of armor. Yeah, me too. I really like this artwork a lot. It's very Celtic. The victory crown on his head, the bird above. This is just really, it's filled with a lot of good imagery. Like it, like it, like it. So this is a good one. Good Chariot. Let's go to the darkness of light. See what we have for Chariot there. Oh, I almost forgot about this. The darkness of light. This is one of my favorite chariots of all time. I love this chariot card. I'm so glad I picked this up for some reason. Love it, love it. Okay, darkness of light. So here she is. Now here we have a woman riding a horse. And she has a bow. And she is in total freaking control. That chariot, to me, that horse is running his ass off. And is she side saddle even? No, that's just her dress. She is, yep, absolutely. That's what I was thinking too. But I think it's her dress because I kind of see a shadow on the other side, but it might be side shadow. Your guys' eyes are probably better than mine. If I can get my camera to focus. Let's try to focus just on her. There we go. All right. She does not have a hold of the reins. See, they're down here. She is ready to shoot, and she knows she's going to hit exactly what she's aiming at. She's got this necklace, which to me looks like a moon, but it might not be. 2 crescent moons instead of 1 full moon. Yep. Look at the crown on her head. The amount of control. She's barefoot. She is barefoot. This is the Darkness of Light Tarot. She's barefoot in this saddle. There's contrast between the light and her light dress. Yes. Contrast between light and dark between her horse and the dress. Yes. 2 crescent moons like the RWS. Yep. Yes. 2 crescent moons on his shoulders. 2 crescent moons. She has the full moon around her neck. Yes. And she's barefoot. And she is about to let loose this arrow. And she knows exactly where it's hitting. First time on your live chat, beautiful card, and there's a castle in the background. Woo! You are correct. Look at that. That horse is beautiful. And welcome, absolutely. So glad you're here. Kind of looks like Xena. Absolutely. Hi, Missy. Does kind of look like Xena. She is a badass bitch. And in complete control. Absolutely complete control, right? I really do absolutely love this card. Just because the amount of control to be running with this horse. She's barefoot. She's in a dress. This horse is booking ass, and she is about warrior woman so much. Artemis. Somebody earlier said Artemis. It does. It reminds me of Artemis too. She is about to loose that arrow and knows exactly what she's hitting. Talk about the emotional and physical control. Good question. I was trying to see that too. My eyes aren't great. It almost looks like a cup. And if it is a cup, to me, that would say cups are what? Emotions. So it would say she's wearing her emotions right here like armor. She's got control of them. Perfect. Adore it. This is just a great Chariot card. Good, good, good. Love it. Takes determination to fire an arrow like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love it. That's one of my favorites for sure. Did we look at? Yeah, we did. Okay, we looked at Guardian. Let me look at the animal one real quick. Terra Fauna. One Chariot I'm confused about then is the one in the slow holler tail. Shoot, I don't have that deck. Have you seen that? I'm not sure how it represents that same control. Damn it. I'll have to look that up. Samantha, are you a part of our Facebook group? If not, our Facebook group is Willow Wind Thrifty Witchin' on Facebook, and ask to join. And post your a picture of that card, and we can talk about it on the Facebook group. What am I looking for, guys? Chariot. Is it possible to make a deck of all your favorite cards from different decks? Sure. It's funny. A lot of people have talked about that. The problem is that it ends up not being very cohesive. There's like a flavor, a feel of a deck. And then if you're doing different cards, look at Angela. She's right on it, girl. Love ya. Thank you. That's our Facebook group. It ends up not being a cohesive deck. Sometimes, even if you don't love every card, the cards have the same kind of attitude and flair. And weird shuffling. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so here we go. Here's the Terra Fauna Chariot. And we can compare and contrast. What's the same? What's different? I love the ant idea. That's a great idea because, boy, ants are completely set aside their emotions, right? At least that's how I think of ants. I just had to go out of my YouTube app, grab the link. Perfect. Thank you. Ants are mighty. Yep. And when I think of an ant, you think of their strength, but they are in complete control of what they're doing. They are one-minded. So the queen sends these ants out and they all have the job. I always think I have to say, if you've seen the Ants movie, ANTZ, it's a cartoon movie. I don't think it was Disney. I think it was DreamWorks, maybe. That is a very factual representation of how ants work. Each ant has their own job, and they do that job together. And the queen tells them what to do. Your job is to go do this. And that's what they do. They are in complete control of that. My job is to go do this. So I either build the house, or I go to get food, or I bring something to the queen, or I, go to get liquid to build the walls of it. So, or they are all very in control. It is the queen that's controlling them. So I wonder, I don't know how to tell if this is a queen ant I would think not, because usually the queen end doesn't really come out. That looks like a dandelion to me. It's unfortunately this deck is a PDF. The book in it is a PDF, and I'm sure it is in my files here. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, because it might be worth it. Wrong files. Hold on. I have any earrings to remind me to march on. Oh, ant earrings. They can carry heavy weight on their backs. Team, army, determined. Yep. Head down, focused on his goal. I have earrings. I knew what you meant. Files. Let me just look real quick and see if I have the PDF, which I would assume I would have on. Nope, of course not. I must have brought it to work and downloaded it there. So I'm not sure. To me, it looks like a dandelion, but it could be like a mum. It probably is significant too. So I'm sorry. What I need to do is, I'm sure I probably have printed the book and it's down there somewhere. But I'll get there. Let's look at another card though, because that one was good, but we need to know more about this ant and the card before we really can look at it. Any earrings? I'm going to need a windshield magnifier in my crime age. I think this is more about the fragility of life without armor. Know your intention in going forward. I knew you meant crown, Jackie. I did. It is. Oh, carnation. It could be a carnation. Yes, yes, yes. It could be. Wheel. Oh, duh. I did it right. Where's the other half of the deck? Okay, good. All right. So real quick, let's look at the Sarasabito, and then we will move on to the Hangman. Okay. Only if I can find it. There it is. Okay. This is going to be a different one. Okay, here we are. So we are not seeing the representation of the seeker. So we have to look at what we are given here. Ants are built with their own armor. That's true. I didn't think of that, Grandma. Thank you. This would be a tough one for me. And look, did you see that, what my thing did? Yeah, the face, for sure. Hello, it's okay. I know you're late. You know, YouTube has been not good about notifications, apparently. There is movement, but no person. Let me get the book out, since it's right here someplace, right? Is it in the box? No, it's not in the box. Shit. Wait. I need a better setup. Horse means power. That's true. I swear I had the book right here out when I first pulled the deck out. There's movement, but no person. Horse means power. Ants, flowers, a dandelion sign, and sun. Yay! Oh, yes. Dandelion is sun. Confidence, pride, illumination, clarity. This deck is this Saucy Burrito, Sarasabito. The Saucy Burrito deck, which I swear to God, I had the book out. Excuse my ass, guys. Are you kidding me? Where the hell is it? I have too much shit. Here's the link to that weird chariot card. Thank you. I'll have to go back and look at it. Thank you, Samantha. Yes, Sarasabito. We'll fight for our rights. We'll fight as the wild. Oh, I like that. That's gorgeous. Steve. What did Steve say? I missed it. Once again, nice butt. Oh, bite me, Jackie. Talking about the horse card. Yes. Excuse my ass. Gosh, that's me. I know. What are you going to do? Nothing. It's Steven, but I answered to Steve. Oh. I thought, I'm way behind. I thought Steven said something and never mind. I'm behind. I shouldn't try to keep up with the chat all that much. Okay. About both cards. Okay. Horse is light colored, mane is dark. There you go. So there's the balance. His face, boy, is he completely, see now, I don't know. This one is tougher for me because to me, he looks frightened. Like, he's rearing up because he's frightened. But is that supposed to be determination? Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Raw power. Okay. He's not backing down. Good. That makes me feel better. I don't know why I saw fright in his eyes. It's just me. It's just my animal spirit going, oh, are you okay, honey? What's the matter? The black hair and charging white horse. Like it. Yes. It almost looks like rage. Oh, yes, Kendra. I can get rage out of that for sure. His armor might protect his bodies, but his words tell the truth. Love it. That helps me with this one for sure. Maybe battle. Yep. Charging into battle without worrying about. Yeah. All right. I'm getting this now. Yes. Charging into battle without worrying about what's ahead. All right. I'm going. I also see fear there too, like a lack of control. Yeah. Almost like he is afraid, but he's still going to see this. Yes, Angela. Thank you. It's like you picked right from my brain. I love it. We have one brain we're sharing. But he's still going through it no matter what. That fake it till you make it. Yep, that we saw. I'm done typing. Yes. I see him saying, out of my way, move it. I am moving forward. There is nothing going to stop me from doing this. Hell yeah. I hear Mel Gibson in the Scottish movie there. You will never take our freedom. Don't you hear that in the background with this card? Love it. I think he's so out of control that he knows no fear. Yes, I love it. I love it. Braveheart, thank you. I knew someone would be my brain. I can hear that in the background. Dun, 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 dun. Just the music starting and the heart swelling. We're moving on, and you are not going to take it from us. Absolutely. That's a good one. Love it. Okay. So moving on, we're going to move on to the Hanged Man, because that was a request for next also. So the next card is the Hangman. What the hell am I doing? Oh, here. I've got too much shit around me, guys. I'm telling you. Okay. And I'm swearing too much now. Sorry. I try to curb my language. Here we go. All right. Now this one I do have a paper for. I just have to find it. I swear I do. Da, da, da. Nope. I lied. I don't. So we have Benabelle's book right here. Okay. Hanged Man. Here we go. Ready? Here it is. Hanged Man is a water card. It's under Neptune. The keywords are self-sacrifice, suspension, prophecy, and grace. A man is hung on a crossed gallows. Leaves still on the wood, indicating life and regeneration. He is suspended from one foot, hands behind his back. His legs form another cross. The man wears the red pants of fearlessness and the blue shirt of intuition. A golden nimbus is encircling his head for prophecy. His face is calm and serene. The Hanged Man knew what was going to happen to him before it happened. The traditional theme of the hanged man is that of self-sacrifice. The mob has metaphorically hung the seeker because they do not approve of the seeker's beliefs or what the seeker has done. However, the message of the card is that the seeker is right. He's the correct one. Whatever it was that they hung him like this for, he was really the one in the right. He or she has that wisdom. The seeker must trust him or herself. The nimbus represents enlightenment, possessing knowledge that resonates with the divine, with the right, and with the good. The hanged man is also about seeing the same issues as others, but through a different perspective. And I am called to pull out the Modern Tarot too, because I feel like she has a good take on this card too, I think. What do we got? They would hang you like that if you committed treason. Yep. He's waiting around. He looks like he's holding the rope behind his back to balance. Yep. New era, no halo, legs not crossed. Okay. He's not afraid because he has faith in his own self. That's true. The hanged man. Okay, here we go. A person in a tunic hangs by the ankle from a leafy tree and looks pretty chill about it. Is this some sort of ancient yoga move or perhaps a sadomasochist ritual of yore? In a way, sort of. The hangman represents all situations in which you've put yourself somewhere on the spectrum between slight discomfort and deep pain. And you've done it consciously, because you know at the end of your bondage, a new and improved reality awaits you. Oh, I love Michelle T. The card can represent undertaking a yoga regimen or any new physical endeavor that puts your body through the ringer, but does something for your spirit in the process. Exploring fantasies of submission and pain can leave a person high on endorphins and brimming with new insights about power, sexuality, and the self. So these activities are also watched over by the hanged man. Other scenarios that come to mind include scholarship. The hanged man is all about sacrifice, and what's a bigger sacrifice than grad school? And pregnancy. Your body is an immense purgatory while creating a kid, not to mention the sacrifices parenting requires. Retreats, both silent and artistic, resonate with the hanged man and his resolve to withdraw from the world for greater personal good. And yes, the greater good of this card is personal. Look at the sunny yellow halo beaming around his head. It's as if he has reached a meditative state, and the hanged man does rule meditation. Those who have practiced sitting with monkey mind understand the hell of it as well as the clarity it engenders. When the hanged man shows up, retreat is recommended. Perhaps you have come to the point where the only way for you to get what you truly want is to give up something else. You've weighed the choices, you've made your choice, and decided it's worth the effort, and you're settling into your self-imposed purgatory. Aspire to do your time like the hanged man does, his relaxing into the discomfort of it. Look at that lax bend of the leg. Not dwelling on what you've lost, but anticipating what lies ahead. A peek at his facial expression. Ready? I love this. Simon does this. Look at his facial expression. Very calm. A peek at his facial expression shows a radiant acceptance. Sometimes what you need to give up are assumptions or ways of thinking. Sometimes more concrete action is required, like taking a dream job that requires a faraway move, or adopting a new way of eating to deal with a health problem. Whatever it may be, the discomfort you feel will be proportional to your inability to letting go of it. The heart of the Hanged Man is surrender and letting go. If you've accepted that there is no way around letting go of what you need to let go of, you'll be ready to endure the deprivation and discomfort of your sacrifice with his egoless charm. The Hanged Man came up for me lots when I stopped drinking. I was at a terrible crossroads, and crossroads are sacred to this card. Just look at the intersection his legs make. I neither wanted to drink nor cared to stop drinking. No, wait, it was actually much more extreme than that. I knew I couldn't drink anymore, that it was killing me. I also knew that I couldn't live without alcohol. I lived in this state for quite a miserable while trying to achieve some rules of balance by making ridiculous rules for my drinking, rules I couldn't help but break, or taking tiny alcohol breaks I rewarded myself for by drinking copiously. It wasn't until I admitted that I was actually powerless over my alcoholism and let go of my attempts to control it that my misery began to abate. I began to accept the fact that I was an alcoholic and I couldn't drink like a normal person. Powerless, control, accept. These are all things the hangman have buzzwords for. So is letting go. Quitting drinking required me to let go of the way I saw myself, the way I saw the world. I had to reconfigure my priorities and learn new coping skills, not to mention new ways to socialize and pass the time. It took a while to get the hang of. For a while, it felt like I was in a strange cocoon, shut off from most of my boozy former social groups, with no new social circle to relax with, not knowing how to handle my feelings, but knowing that diving into a bottle of wine wasn't an option. I experienced cravings. I wanted to drink with my whole body, mind, and spirit, but I didn't have one. I existed in a painful state of thwarted desire until slowly it got better. Wow. Love her. Love her, love her. Okay. So let me read. Sorry, I missed a lot of these. He's not afraid because he has faith in his own self. Could this card also be interpreted as putting the needs of others before your own? That aspect of self-sacrifice? Absolutely. Especially when you feel it, right? Especially you think of as a parent or as a caregiver. There are days that you're like, you know what, Jesus Christ, can I just have a fucking day? And you can't. You have to get up. You have to keep going. And you have to do it with a smile on their face because it's not their fault. It's I brought them into this world, or I said I was going to help out the person I'm being a caregiver for. So it's that self-sacrifice and learning to do it with this face. All right, the tree branch ends before the crossroads. Perfect. He doesn't look in pain. He looks like shit. It jumped. Hold on. He's waiting on something. Yes. If you invert the card, he's levitating on a feather and leaning against a tree. Oh, I love it. I mean, that's what I thought too. The skilled speaker who knows how to turn the world upside down. That's great. No further decisions to make as he is at the end of his branch in the road and he is content to where he's going next. He knows he's done all he can do and it's okay. And he has accepted that, you know what, for me to get further in life, for me to keep going, for right now, sometimes you have to do what you have to do in order to get what you want. I like that. The hanged man getting the hang of a new way of being, from hangover to hanged man. Perfect. Might be telling us to keep our ducks in a row. It's hard to be a caregiver. Absolutely. Hi, everyone. Hi, Spiral Heart. So the hanged man is such a neat card because it is a very spiritually giving card. You know, you think of all those situations. You have to do what you have to do in order to get what you want. You have to go to work every day. And even sometimes at a job you hate, so that you have the ability to live. You have the ability to provide for your family. Sorry, back again. This card is Kuan Yin and a goddess deck I have. Perfect. Bide my time. Yep. I work nights. Yes. Yes. And that sucks. I've worked nights too, and I hated it. I hated it. But it's self-sacrifice. It's, you know what? Sometimes you have to do it. And a lot of times those night jobs pay more because you're working that shit shift. I like the crossroads reference. Someone said brilliant. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Love it. All right, let's look at another one because I can't believe we've been on for an hour and a half, guys. Can you believe that? Holy crap. These go so, it's so nice to learn like this, but it is a slow process, right? But I feel like it's totally worth it. We are learning so much from these cards. Okay, so here we are. Here's the Guardian. What's the same? What's different? So I see. This is our 72 card pickup time, right? I see. Yep. Fall. Angela, I'm telling you, girl, we have the same brain. I was just going to say, I see it's fall, and this is what's going on. She is releasing what is no longer serving her. She is letting go of the things she needs to let go of to survive the winter. And as she lets go of these leaves, she knows that she will be able to, in a sense, hibernate for the winter. She's going to hang upside down for the winter and survive to rebud little leaves in the spring, right? I did 11 to 7 when my kids were little. It was tough. I did too, Kendra, for a long time when I first got out of x-ray school in a level 1 trauma center. And that 8-hour shifts 5 days a week overnights is really hard. It's a lot better if companies get it to do 5-10s instead, 5-10-hour shifts. So you at least get some recovery time, but that's a whole nother story. Sorry. It's a healthcare kind of thing. Okay. She's looking at her reflection in the water, going, wishing, and examining herself and the situation. Yes. Oh, yes. Love it. I appreciate you saying that, Jackie. I'm really enjoying learning to read and interpret. It feels like something has been missing. Absolutely. Reflect on oneself. Hi, Carmen. Both of them are calm. Yes. Inside. Oh, going inside and examining herself in the situation. Yes. Her face looks like she's accepting, and yep, accepting for sure. Here it is right here. I did a 4-3 rotation, so it wasn't as bad as 5 straight. Oh, that's not as bad. Where I was, level 1 trauma center, and they had us 5 days a week, 8-hour shifts, overnights, and it was hell. It was hell. I hated that. I loved the job because it was really exciting, level 1 trauma center, but okay, sorry. Off topic. Absolutely. This is a very good interpretation, this suspend. So it's funny, the suspend to me in this card, I do 4 10s, 9 to 9, which is why I miss lots of live. Oh, grandma, yes. The suspend in this card to me means suspend, she is suspending her ability to thrive, to wait the winter out. It doesn't mean this, I'm suspending from a tree. It is like a play on words. The suspend here is she's letting go of what she needs to do so that she makes it long enough to do it again. So that's that self-sacrifice of, okay, I'm going to let you go. And knowing that you will be back again in the spring. I have to let go of these pretty things that I have. I have to allow them to shed away so that I get back to what I need to do in the spring. She remembers what is below from her life, but is still content in where she is going. Oh, beautiful, Kay. I love that. Love that. Really nice. Okay, let's pull another one. I'm going to go darkness of light because it's right here. It's a good one. Jackie, I worked in a psych hospital. It was interesting. The body of water seems so small. Perhaps the problem isn't as large as it seems. Oh, that's a good one. Very good. Yes, absolutely open-minded. That I like that a lot. That's a really good observation. That, you know what, it's not going to be, she might feel like, oh, I'm giving up so much, but it might not be as big as she thinks. Love it. That was good. Okay, so here we go. The darkness of light. Here again, we have the suspension of this hottie man. Whew, he's cute, right? Let me see his face. Come on, give me that face. Ah, hate my damn camera. Stop it. There he is. Looks pretty serene to me. And as a matter of fact, he almost looks like he's looking forward. Is his eyes open or is that just me? He looks like he's looking forward. Like, you know what? I might be hung here now, but I've got my eye on the prize. This sucks for now, but I got this. I'm able to handle this. But what's over there is why I'm doing this. So, boy, for me, it makes me wonder, what is over there? Who is over there? Is it his love? Is it his, whatever it is, whatever he's doing this hanging for, it is for something that is over here. He looks relaxed and contemplating. He reminds me of my nephew and cannot take this card seriously now. That happens sometimes. No belt. Oh, good observation. Let's see. So, when this sacrifice came around, it was not maybe necessarily something he was expecting. Looks like he is asking for advice. Okay, I'd like to meet your nephew. Right? Whew, look at that six-pack. Anyways, yes, he might not have been expecting this, but he is still like, okay, this is what I have to do. See, now in my head, I'm making up this whole story about this girl that he's looking at over here, and that's his love. And he took the blame for her because she had to do something to move their relationship forward that was illegal. And he took the blame and said, nope, I did it. And now he's totally serene and fine. I have to do this, but that means that we can be together when this is all over. That's just my story mind. Sorry. But boy, he is that intense look of what's over there. Makes me so want to know what it is. And it's funny when it's this way, doesn't he almost look like the trees have wings? Like he can fly away anytime he wants. Will someone come on, love? I'm Sagittarius and thanks. Okay, Andrea. He can fly away anytime he wants. He can get down from here. He just is doing it because he knows he has to move himself forward, to move this thing forward. That's a great way to get into the card, Jen. Yep. I see that for sure. Andrea, we are not doing Terry. Thank you, Angela. So I'm working out. So sorry if I don't say much, but I'm really enjoying listening. No problem, Spiral. That's okay. So yeah, I like this. I like that. To me, is this a Sagittarius card? Oh, that's a good question. What did I say? What did Benabelle's book say about it? I feel like it was not, though, but I might be wrong. Well, that is odd. It doesn't say, it says Neptune, which would not make it a Sagittarius card. It is a water sign. Yes, yes, yes. His feet look a bit bigger, so perhaps he's grounded. Yes. Oh, I like that. I like that. A lot of the branches look like they've been broken off. So, like, he's not the first one that has to make this sacrifice. There's been lots of others before him. And eventually, when your sacrifice is done, the branch will break and let you go free, let you go do what you need to do. I like it. Okay, next deck. We're going to look at the Green Witch. Very similar. Here we have the Oak King. Yet another hottie. My phone, I'm just going to beat the hell out of it and make it work. There you go. Oh, look at, did you notice the infinity symbol he has drawn above him? Oh, yes. Love that. Okay. So here we are, upside down. He's drawn that infinity symbol. So he's in total control here. He has absolutely made this sacrifice for something else he wants. Heck yeah, he's nice looking with the horns. Come on, don't you always? I don't know. For me, Cernunnos always looks like this for me. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, especially around Beltane. He has done this purposely to get what he wants. He knows this sacrifice is completely and totally worth it. And it's almost, is he even bound? He has totally done this. You know why? Look at fucking phone. His feet aren't even bound. He has put his own foot up there. There's not even a binding on that foot. He has completely and totally put himself in this situation to self-sacrifice. I'm going to sacrifice this for what I want. So he absolutely wants to be where he is. Like when Odin hung from the tree to gain the knowledge of the ruins. Yes! Love it, Angela. Perfect analogy. Perfect. A robin in the tree too. Yes. So the spring is coming. It's almost time for him to be down. And in the meantime, what's he done? He's drawn himself his symbols. He's like, I can be here for an infinity if I needed to, people. I'm fine. I got this. You cannot break me. I put myself here so I could get forward. I am absolutely and totally fine. Love that one. Saucy burrito. Very similar. I can't stop laughing you hitting the screen. Kind of cocky know-it-all. Yeah, he's totally, yep, absolutely, totally irreplaceable. It looks like he's making plans for the future, too. He has a tool to draw out his plans in front of him. Hell yeah. I just read that in the Witch's Tarot, Odin Tree of Life. Love it. So here we go, the saucy burrito. Very similar. Here we go. He's in the rain. Or I think this is supposed to be rain. And, you know, stripped down right down to his underwear. Yeah, you think you're going to get me by rain? I'm ready for that. That's all right. Big deal. I'm not getting anything wet that's important. Temperance is for Sagittarius. Cool. Let's see his face. What's his face looking like? Oh, he's taking this time to meditate. Yep. His hands are free. He's totally I'm fine with this. He's good. Maybe he needed a bit of cleansing before moving on. Yep. That, what did the Catholics used to call it? Flagellation with the whips. I always thought that was ridiculous, but, you know, I can see this meditating before he's surrendered before you move on. Perfect. Perfect. So a lot of these cards are very similar. So I'm going to go the last one here. We're going to do the Terra Fauna deck and see what the animal deck has to say about it. All right. It's pretty much the perfect card for an animal deck for this. Totally see it. I think he's naked in the Druid Craft. All right, Beefcake. Yeah, he looks like he doesn't give a fuck. Keep having delete cards because you get them out before I can type them out. We are definitely sharing a brain. See? Is it getting hot in here with all these sexy men, right? No shit. RWS, see the elements, colors, balance of the elements. Yes. Oh, yes. Brett, all the primary colors, and then the green is in there. Oh, perfect, Grandma. Yes. So here we go. Here is the Terra Fauna. And what is it but a chrysalis? Perfect. The chrysalis is the ultimate self-sacrifice. Here I am. I got to wrap myself up into this cocoon and sacrifice myself until I create myself into something so much better than what I was before. Right? I don't know why bat went up. I sneezed, hit my screen, and my comment appeared. That happens sometimes, Angela. That's okay. But this is the ultimate self-sacrifice. He changes into a better version. I'm going to hang myself up here and wrap myself up into this tight, uncomfortable kind of wrapping here. But I know in the end, it's for the better good. That is the ultimate. That so reminds me of what Michelle T was talking about with that self-sacrifice hanging suspended. I know that this is for the better good. I know that this may not be great. It may not be a comfortable existence for a little while, but boy, once this is all over, seeing things from a different perspective. Yes. A different view. And you have the death card after this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Yes. Embrace intuition to a new wisdom and a clear spiritual path. Oh, I love it, guys. Awaiting metamorphosis. So there really is a transformation with the death right after this. Yes. Very clear in his intentions. Just needs to be quiet still for a while. Yes. Oh, this card, this really puts the whole thing into perspective, doesn't it? That was a great one. Completely going within yourself. And sometimes that shadow work, right? That shadow work can be this Hanged Man card. It can be that complete self-sacrifice. I'm going to do this shadow work and it sucks and it's uncomfortable and I don't like it. But at the end, I come out and I have purged some of that crap from my life. I've recognized some of that. I've brought it into the light. I've made it a part of who I am, or I've changed it, or I've gotten rid of it. And because I did that self-sacrifice, I'm a better person because of it. I am more in tune with who I want to be. Relax, be patient. May not be easy, but fighting it causes drama. Yes. Absolutely. Love it. All right, guys, this was almost a 2-hour session. We are at 1 hour and 50 minutes. Great job, though. I am impressed with the cards we did do. I promise you I will get on and actually post a poll, about what cards we will start with tomorrow night. What's tomorrow, Sunday? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to retract that statement just because Sunday I'm going to take the night off because it's football. And I am going to probably post a couple of videos, but I'm going to take the night off from this and we will rejoin on Monday, okay? If you're not in the Facebook group, please go sign up if you want to. And suspending yourself for time so when you emerge, you can fly free. I love it. I will post a poll for, when we come back on Monday for what cards we're going to do next. Angela, you rock. Thank you, my dear. And you all, I absolutely love the fact that we can do this together. And I really, many hands, we can lift the entire community's knowledge, right? I love it. You guys all give great perspective, great ideas, great, able to, when we can bounce those ideas off of each other, we all get so we know the cards better. Love it. Thank you, guys. Blessings. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see y'all Monday, okay?